Hello and welcome to Next Week Now, the only news source that knows the future and worships the squid. See, these rings here are our new squid merch. Use them to punch your squid enemies in the face. Except
Jesus.
join our tradition of squid worship. And let's move on to the news.
Really, Ethan? Cuck you.
Brooke, we're live.
I know. I want to know why a prediction-based news show that makes history hasn't said anything about Women's History Month.
Oh, when's that?
It's right now. First, we canceled the International Women's Day show because someone wanted a day off. And now we're halfway through Women's History Month, and neither you nor Austin have said anything.
Well, I mean, we had to cancel the show because...
Name a woman.
I'm sorry?
Name a woman. Any woman.
Owen Wilson?
No.
Jared Kushner?
Nope.
The squid.
The squid is genderless. You know what? You can have the desk back when you tell me the name of a woman.
Oh.
Okay. Now, since no one has taken the time to appreciate the women in their lives, I've decided to take the liberty to talk about all the men I appreciate in my life and how I appreciate them. To begin with, I would like to thank Logan Thomas, the creator of our show, because everyone knows to create something, you have to be a man. See example A, God. On the subject of God, let me thank God for making the very first cuck up and setting a precedent for every man in my life. See example B, Adam. With other worldly people out of the way, I'd like to thank my brother. Well, half-brother. Maybe quarter brother. I'm not really sure about the math there, but you did a good example. You were a good example when my mom was trying to teach me fractions, though I'm still not sure what constitutes a whole slut. With the familial out of the way, I'd like to name off a couple reasons why I appreciate the common man. 1, their ability to whistle. 2, their ability to identify smiles. Good for you, you toothy cuck. This joke is brought to you by Snowgate. Brush your damn teeth, you animals. Their ability to walk safely on the streets at night without worry. Their ability to slam a cold one with the boys. Their ability to explain things to me. Their ability to give me permission. Oh, I can keep going? Thanks, Logan. So if you're like me and have trouble articulating just how thankful you are, here are some fun activities. Make breakfast in bed for him and eat it in front of him. Assert your dominance. Penetration is a two-way street. Only watch all-female remakes of movies. Ghostbusters, Ocean's 8, and Die Hard. Prepare for Mother's Day. Don't use a condom. Go to church and get on your knees for another man.
Whoa. I got one. Mary.
Excuse me?
Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein.
That works. You can have the desk back.
Thanks, Brooke. All right, let's get back to the show. Last month, Levi Sanders announced he's running for Congress in New Hampshire, and this, my friends, is where we can renew our faith in the Bernie Sanders dynasty, as we have another chance at how Bernie could still win. Levi Sanders is running similarly to his father's 2016 election, but with a little twist. His platform states that he is fighting to combat racial injustice, working to fix wealth inequality, citizenship for Guam, and Dad, I'll finish what you started. Bernie Sanders' son has already gathered national attention for filling in his father's shoes, but he might have trouble filling in his hairline. He also wants to eliminate the Confederate flags from license plates, or rather the 1% of New Hampshire Confederate sympathizers who, aside from being confused with the state of Maine, actually believe that they're in the South. While we at Next Week Now support the spiritual sequel to the Sanders campaign, we must admit that one of his policies concerns us slightly. That's right, folks. Bernie Sanders' son is against the squid. No. Deeming squid worship cultish and unsanitary. Sanders has taken a stand against these squid Quakers, and we must simply voice our dissent. But we believe with a couple of $100,000 and a good lobbyist, we can make him change his mind. Bernie Sanders says he will try his best to help make his son by making sure to dub over his voice for every debate for authenticity. But really, this is a genius marketing campaign. Who would say no to a 76-year-old man who hates pennies but loves his son? Bernie Sanders can actually win his son's race as long as he waves his index finger at every one of his son's opponents. In fact, we here ourselves have a Karate Kid scenario, can I say. Bernie may not be the one fighting, but at least he can say at the same time the same thing over and over again with his adorable hand gestures. Levi Sanders even has his own enemies already, including, but not limited to, his own party, the city of Houston. And this isn't a joke, Chobani yogurt.
What?
I guess Greek yogurt just isn't as good as the Jewish kind. Both Levi and his father have hopes of winning at least one race this year, and we should have hope for Levi. I mean, politics is in his genes. And now here's an extra edition of the hot seat.